Finn Burrell. Finn Burrell. Wind's blowing out.
Easy.
Yeah. Ian Nelson, how you feeling?
Good.
Good.
I got fake socks on today.
Oh my gosh. And I see you wearing a Chicago Bulls hoodie the day after they were eliminated from the NBA playoffs. Love it. Ray Moore, any thoughts before the game gets started here?
No.
Okay. Coach Dahlberg,
Yes, sir.
how was the warm-up today?
It was much needed today. It's
Yeah.
40 degrees outside.
You appear to only be wearing 3 layers. Am I right?
You're correct. And
Wow.
I'm actually sweating, so I don't know if it's just the
What a guy.
sunshine coming out or if I'm just that hot.
I'm,
Maybe
wear-
that's my wife. She'll
I'm
tell
wearing 3 layers on the bottom half, let alone more on the top half. All right, good luck today. Jay Screenley, do you know about our filming and what we do? So we've kind of discovered that when they just put the phone up on the screen, you still don't know what's going on. So we try to actually like do some play-by-play. So if you see me bumming around, that's what's up. All right, go get them, guys. What's up, E-Money? Go Colton. Yes. Deerdorfs are here. Franzen's here. Right. Morning, Kevin. Okay. Good timing. Good afternoon. Welcome to Game 5. First pitch there for the Ames Storm. This is Elijah Deerdorf up to bat. Thanks to the 4 of you that hopped on so quickly. Ames will have 2 games today, one at 2 and one at 6 p.m. Deerdorf sends one to the moon. First baseman is able to retire him. So my name is Tim Hibbing. I'm Colton's dad. Kind of having extra fun this year. Last year had to miss about half the games from play-by-play just because of a t-ball coaching obligation. So here is Dexter Erdman. He is going to send one over the left fielder's head on the first pitch, and he'll cruise in with a stand-up double. I didn't even really get to talk about Erdman. Leads the team with 9 runs. Finished second last weekend with a .733 on-base percentage. I tell you, if these boys can get the ball up in the air, they'll be okay. The wind is blowing out. So this is Colton Hibbing. Hit 600 last weekend. Now Dexter Erdman over there on second base is leading the team with 6 steals. Here's a pitch to Hibbing down low. 2:10 p.m. start time, so we'll make a note of that. Last weekend, Ames 1-1, lost 2, and tied, despite outscoring their opponents by a combined 16 runs. So Colton Hibbing will take one outside there. So we just got started. You haven't missed a bit. It's the top of the first. 1 out. Ames, the visitor. Runner on second as Dexter Erdman continues his hot streak. And Hibbing fouls one off there. viewer join, so we'll recap. Game just got started 4 minutes ago. We're on the top of the first, 1 out, runner on second. This is the number 3 batter, Colton Hibbing, at the plate. Pitcher apparently is aware that Erdman leads the team in stolen bases. And almost exactly like the first play, Colton Hibbing pops out to the first baseman. So here comes our all-world hitter from weekend 1. Finn Burrell had a home run last week. He had a triple. He's got a 1.3 slugging percentage, meaning every single at bat. He's doing something, and boy, you don't see this every day. But the first baseman for the other team, which is from Minnesota, by the way, first baseman retires all 3 batters. So we'll take a break. Go to the bottom of the first.
Hey, everybody creeping! Moving each pitch! Moving! Hey, good shot. Not bad, not bad spot.
So here we go, bottom of the first, Elijah Deerdorf on the mound.
Hey, not bad. Bring it down here, 2-3. Hey, finish. You gotta finish.
A few were having fun with this 25 years ago. It was Elijah's dad pitching to the catcher, Jace Greenley's dad. Let's meet your infield. We'll go to the. We'll wait for one more pitch here. Got a 4-pitch walk there from Deerdorf. We'll check the infield here. In left field, we got Dexter Erdman. In center, Landon Dahlberg. In right field, boy, that's Joey Franzen wearing a black hoodie. Deerdorf just a little bit low there. So we got Burrell at third, Hibbing at short, E-Money, Ethan Danielson at second, Graydon Bancroft at first. There's a strike from Deerdorf. So we're at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the first. A very uneventful top of the first for Ames. As all three outs surrendered by the first baseman. There's a strike from Deerdorf. What's up, baby? Hey. Oh,
do you want these?
Sure.
There's 4 left.
Yeah, you don't want them?
No.
Yeah, I'd take them. Thank you. We have a full count. Nobody out.
First or second here. Nice shot.
And Deerdorf gets the backwards K.
Watch out. Straight it. When you get off, straight across.
And we
Don't
got
go
one out.
behind it. Hey, knock it down. Be ready here, left side.
So now Deerdorf's locked in. Sven Brow comes up to get this one. So the blue team here, they're from Minnesota. Our second straight week playing team from Minnesota, trying to find some warmer weather, come down for some action. They did play earlier against an Iowa Sticks team. Lost 16-8. So this is a back-to-backer for them. Ball gets past Greenlee.
Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Runner will go to second. So those of you that are longtime Storm fans, you're not familiar with the newcomer this year, Jace Greenlee. He's playing catcher right now. His dad Josh in charge of wrestling at the high school. That's him right there. He'll coach the defense. Luke Deerdorf predominantly working with the pitchers, and Dahlberg, of course, head coach. There's a second strike from Deerdorf.
Let's go, Pine Tars. Come on, use shots.
Burrell here at third, definitely
Spud down
gotten
a
more
little bit.
vocal this year. Ball outside.
Hey, come get him here. All right. Hey, Jason,
So,
gotta go to first.
second straight batter with a full count. That one's low and
All right, hey, nothing out here.
batter walk. So again, we're in the bottom of the first.
Right, step on third. Right.
Ames lead, no score, 0-0.
Gotta go on the ground.
One out.
Gotta go. Back
Runner on
up.
first and second.
Short on a backup. Gotta get there.
Deerdorf with 2 walks and a strikeout. Ahead now in the count. Matt Burrell, your game changer app manager, records all the balls, all the strikes. He watched this team a fair amount in the earlier game and said they put quite a few in the outfield, so we could have some action here today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. First inning.
Hey, 19. Good. Hey, buckle down here, 23. Let's go.
2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a second strike from Deerdorf to Greenlee.
Great. Get ready here. Get it out. Get it out. All right. 1-6.
Ball outside. I believe that for the 3rd time here, that gives us full count. Deerdorf has struck 1 out and walked 1 when they reached full count.
Get it out.
There we go.
Come on,
Right
Grady,
back
come on.
to the
Come on,
pitcher.
Grady. To the middle. Run. Here's your lead runner. Hey, Eli, you get it that fast, set your feet. You get 2, maybe come 3. Way to get it out. Hey, we got to go to 1 now.
Okay, so 2 down.
Gotta go to
2 down, batter number 5
got 2.
for Pine Tar Academy.
Get it out. Good shot. Jace, gotta
Strike
go first
from
here, right?
Deerdorf right out of the gate.
Now go for it. Pick yours.
So bottom of 1, 2 outs. Pine Tar Academy threatening with runners on second and third. There's a tough shot, and Danielson can't quite get there. That'll score the runner from third.
Cut it! What are we doing? Elijah!
Joey
hold.
Franzen airmails it from right field.
Hey, Ethan. Hey, great effort.
Allows the
Even
runner
if you
to come in
can't
from
field it, you
first.
gotta smother it so they don't score runs, all right? Just lay on it. Something.
So a chink in the armor as the Pine Tar Academy gets a run. We're right back where we started. Runners on second and third, 2 out. Batter number 6 up to bat, the first baseman who recorded all 3 outs the last inning. He pops one up, and Deerdorf for the first time tonight ahead in the count, 0 balls, 2 strikes. On the bench right now, Ian Nelson and Ray Moore. Ames Storm with a full stable of 11 players today. And Deerdorf wisely tries a tricky pitch. That was probably a curveball, maybe a changeup. Great time to try it when you're up 0-2, but unfortunately winds up hitting the batter. So batter advances to first, and now we've got bases loaded, 2 outs, and a 1-run game. If you were to judge the stance of a batter, this would not be a batter you'd be afraid of, standing way back in the box. And we do have a cover here. We're going to have a play at the plate, and he is out of there. All right. Great play by Jace Greenlee on the flip to Deerdorf. Good job, Finn.
Where's he at? I know you can't make a play on it, but when there's people on base, you got to dive and just smother. You might not be able to get somebody out, but it stops them from running around the bases, right? So if they're on second, or 2 outs, if they're on second, third, as soon as the ball's hit, what are they doing? They're running, so they're going to score. So we got to do everything we can just to smother that thing, keep it outfield. Throw the ball to who? Throw it through your cutter, but throw it to the cover, right? If you're covering home plate, you're going to do it. Hey, let's go score some runs.
Whoa! Get a rally! This guy's not pitching it.
Let's score some runs. Yeah. Let's get out here. Let's go. Hits on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Let's go. Come on, Callum.
Hey, this kid's
The acrobats are on the base path.
Big play there, Jason Roney. Nice job, buddy. All right, thanks for the 6th new viewer here. We're in the top of the 2nd. This is our number 5 batter, Graydon Bancroft. Up to bat, Ames had a less than stellar first inning. 2 pop-ups and a ground out, all 3 to the first baseman. Dexter Erdman, the one bright spot, hit one over the left fielder's head. Wind has died down. That's nice. Bancroft hitting the ball very hard. Takes a rough one outside. And Bancroft does strike out. So Ames Storm having a tough time getting the bats going here. Top of 2. Down 1-0. And this will bring up Ethan Danielson, who takes a ball low. Ethan had a great week last week. Tied with Graydon Bancroft for singles. He had 5 singles last week. Good swing there. On deck will be Ian Nelson. That'll get us some action here. Good play by the shortstop there. Took a sweet time. Despite Danielson's improving speed, Danielson barely out there on a grounder to short. So 6 up, 5 down so far for the Ames Storm. Only Dexter Erdman having reached. As Ian Nelson takes a double, or takes a single. Erdman's hit earlier was a double. Again, on deck will be Jace Greenlee. Jace, a young man after my own heart. I was the 3rd youngest in my class, and Jace is in that ballpark, very young for his grade, and such that he is technically in school. He will be class of 2029 with all these boys, but he's also young enough that he can play with the younger division. And so, to resolve the conflict this year, he just played both. So in some tournaments where they've got morning games, he'll go there and then come to us in the afternoon. Other tournaments he'll rotate, but obviously did a great job at catcher there. And here we go for the 4th time. The first baseman for the Pine Tar Academy Minnesota team gets us on a ground out. Ames Storm struggling to get the bats going. 7 up, 6 down as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Hey, Luke. Okay, we just had a new viewer join, so we'll recap things here. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. 24 minutes into the 100-minute game. Ames Storm down 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. This is the leadoff hitter for Pine Tar Academy. He sends one high to first base, and Deerdorf will retire him. So the defense has had just no action. We've got Dexter Erdman in left, and Landon Dahlberg in center, and Joey Franzen in right, Finn Burrell at 3rd, Colton Hibbing at short. Has his hand in his pants right now to try to stay warm. Ethan Danielson at 2nd, Graydon Bancroft at 1st. This is Elijah Deerdorf on the mound. You did not see him pitch last week. Pretty cool thing on this team. Everybody other than Ray Moore and Landon Dahlberg pitches. Don't know about Jace Greenlee. Jace Greenlee, who we alluded to, he'll be your leadoff batter here coming up. Jace is in this class of 2029, but then young enough that he can play with the 12U team as well, and sometimes does. Catching for you today, as did his father 25 years ago, as did Elijah Deerdorf's father 25 years ago. In fact, the two of them used to have this exact same setup from the pitcher's mound to the catcher's plate. So Deerdorf, we'll go on mute here for a second. Alright, took a little pause there for a gust of wind. Oh, runner's going from first base. So we got 2 balls, no strikes. Deerdorf has pitched 6 balls in a row. There's a strike right down the middle of Broadway. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on second, bottom of the second. Aims down 1-0. Currently 1 for 7 in the hitting department. Runner here is gonna go. We're gonna have a play as the runner on second steals third. Good backup from Hibbing on that one.
Thank you.
So Deerdorf gets another walk here. Oh, we do have 1 out. Yep. So in the first inning, Deerdorf struck 1 out, fielded a grounder, and got that 1 out, and then threw a pass ball past the catcher, ran to home plate, collected it from the catcher, got him out. So Deerdorf has literally accounted for every single out of the 4 administered so far this game. I believe this is the top of their lineup. Ball inside. So runners on the corner. 1 out. There was a swing and a miss. Runner advanced from first, so runners on second and third, 1 out, aims down 1-0.
Nice shot.
There's another shot.
Hey, now we get a job done.
Strike from Deerdorf.
Good job, Eli.
So Deerdorf for the 4th time today with a full count. Does go outside.
Right back at you.
And we'll have a visit from the mound. Dahlberg asks for the pitch count. 47 is the number. So we're going to have Deerdorf go to short, Hibbing to first, and Bancroft come in. We go now to a little dugout interview with star pitcher Ian Nelson.
It's too cold.
Ian, how many A pluses are you getting right now?
Maybe like 30,
3, yeah.
something like that.
Is it true that you don't get to eat if you get a B?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that why you're so skinny? All right. Is there a game plan for you pitching? Is it
I don't know.
do we have to wait till tomorrow, or just kind of?
Maybe next game. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You don't want my coat, do you?
No, it's not that cool, but it's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, there he is, folks. Ian Nelson. Ray, doing all right? Trying to sit in the sun, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay, quite the scenario here for Graydon Bancroft to come into. Bases loaded, 1 out. And facing a lefty. Ball low and away, so we got 2 balls, no strikes. Look good, Graydon. Okay, so Bancroft with a 4-pitch walk there. A couple of them looked really good to me.
Nice swing, Hank.
But we're ahead in the count. 1 strike, no balls.
Get him out, balls in. Gotta get one. Everybody moving.
There's 2.
Take a deep breath, reset, Henry.
Hey, go get him here,
Focus
too.
yourself.
Now we're rolling.
Make a good pitch.
Good job done. Attaboy, good take.
Ball low. Good spot there by Bancroft. Good stop by Greenlee.
Getting out. Everybody moving.
There's going to be a troubling one. Hibbing, or Deerdorf rather. Deerdorf rather.
Hustle it in. Run it in.
Deerdorf fields the backup of Burrell. Not able to get it to first base cleanly. Hibbing not able to dig it either. So runner from third scores, runner from second advances. We're at 3-0 now. Runner will advance. Bancroft hits the batter.
Hey, step on the square here. Anywhere. Anywhere here. Get it out.
Score should update here to 3-0 now.
Pitch.
Bancroft, beautiful pitch.
Don't hold him on. You don't have to hold him on here. He's not going anywhere. The base loaded.
1 strike, no balls.
A shot.
Little inside there. thank you for the new viewer we just had. We'll recap things. Ames with a very sluggish start so far. We're in the bottom of the second. We've sent 7 Storm batters to the plate, and only 1 has gotten a hit. So 0 runs for Ames. Meanwhile, 4 runs for the Pine Tar Academy out of Minnesota, this blue team. 1 out, bottom of the second.
Coming! Nothing! Nothing! Good.
We're in our on our second pitcher.
Hey, something's gonna happen. Everybody move
We
in
have
here.
a full count. Big pitch here, full count. And that one is going to be outside, so Bancroft does walk in the runner from third. Little chink in the body language there. Let's go, Graydon. You're good, buddy.
Hey, go on, let's go.
So bottom of 2,
3-1.
Ames down 5-0. 1 out, bases loaded.
Nice shot.
There's a strike from Bancroft. 44 degrees presently.
So we can set up our angle here, because you can't steal this pitch. Use your room on your secondary.
Good pitch.
And there's a second one. Good job, Graydon.
They gave him 2. Come on now.
Bancroft ahead in the count, 2 strikes, 0 balls, 1 out, bottom of 2, bases loaded.
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
This is Jace Greenlee catching
Way to be moving.
right now.
Great. On those, it's a foot race. You gotta get
Landon Dahlberg getting some time in center field after catching all 4 games.
Throw a strike here.
Get a job done.
Be an
Steve,
athlete
on there.
here.
Hey, boy, good take.
Ball up top, 2-2.
Time to compete, 2. Let's go.
2-2, 1 out, bottom of the second. Ames down 5-0. Bases loaded on a 44-degree day with 16-mile-an-hour winds in Urbandale, Iowa.
Nothing. Hey.
So here we go again, full count. 1 out, bottom of 2.
Nice shot.
Oh, and Bancroft gets the strikeout, the backwards K. Way to go, Graydon! Late call from the umpire, but we'll take it.
Yeah, oh, I would call every single.
Hey, step on
So
the
2
square.
outs.
Hey, nice swing.
2 outs.
Hey, you got 2 outs behind the runner.
Bottom of the second.
Cover some ground back there.
Nice and deep now.
Get-
Make sure
get it
we
out
set
here.
the angle here. Assume you're scoring on a knock until I tell you otherwise.
Be an athlete up there too. Nice.
And 2
Hey,
strikes now
hey,
on the batter.
Jace, 2 outs in the dirt. Step on home. It's a force out. Just step on it. Work back there, 19.
Ball outside.
Little 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Ames down 5-0. Pine Tar Academy out of Minnesota with the bases loaded.
What?
Ball low there. We're in weekend 2, game 5. The very rare 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. games. And Bancroft does get his second strikeout of the
Hey,
day.
right up there. Jace, go out, grab him. Great, stay there. Great, stay there. Every single pitch, you gotta get moving, right? Every single pitch. I know I'll feel it. To back things up. start right away, you're never going to make it, right? It could be something that you want to pitch for, you got bucked up versus Frank, right? Why is it always us? You guys talk all practice. So we get out here and get out here and help each other out. Talk it up, let's go. Come on, have fun. Hits on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, fellas. Swing those. Come on, guys, let's have fun.
Hey, where are we at?
Franklin, Greenlee, 4.
Okay, so here we go. Jace Greenlee, first at bat of the year for the Ames Storm. 13U. He's a lefty, and we may see 3 lefties in a row here between Greenlee, Franzen, and Moore. I don't know if Coach Dahlberg is batting all 11 who made the trip, or what he's doing there, but it certainly appears we're going to see 3 lefties in a row. So talk amongst the adults and the coaches here is that the strike zone's pretty small, so sometimes you'll see the bottom half of your lineup a little more patient, and perhaps that gets us some base runners. We've also got a new pitcher for the other team here. That'd be a number 18. Per usual, Saturdays are interesting. You're doing what's called pool play, and just trying to get a good seeding for the tournament on Sunday. But then on Sunday, you typically they throw their most experienced pitchers. So here we go. Jace Greenlee, the catcher. The idea here is that those poor knees are, weak from catching and whatnot, so you can get what's called relief for the catcher, and that means that you put out a runner on the base path who was most recently out, and so Ian Nelson gets to work on some stolen bases here. Joey Franzen takes out the 9-iron there and not quite able to come through. So we're in the top of the 3rd. We're 45 minutes into the game. Ames is down. The app says 4-0. I thought it was 5-0. I realize you can't really see the batter here, but I'll tell you, Franzen hits it into a double play. hits one right over second base. It essentially lands in the dirt. It's scooped by the shortstop, who steps on second, gets Ian Nelson out, and has plenty of time to throw it to first base to get Joey Franzen out there. So unfortunately, more of the same. Ames could potentially go 3 innings without getting through the lineup. This is batter number 9, I believe. Maybe batter number 8. Ray Moore. Let's recount this real quick. So leadoff is Elijah, then Dexter, Colton, Finn, Graydon, Ethan, Ian, Jace, Joey, Ray. So Ray's batting 10th. And sure enough, Ray Moore down on strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Okay, so we're in the bottom of the third. Sun has poked out. Still plenty chilly, but the wind died down. There's a pop-up. Oh, Burrell. Almost a sensational grab.
Hey, Finn. Hey, Finn. Hey, good hustle. Sprint over here, reach up, find the fence first.
Bottom of third, down 4-0. Pitcher number 2, Graydon Bancroft. 1-1 the count. Might already have 2 strikes on him, not quite sure. There's a poke to Danielson. Danielson will get him. Good job there by E-Money.
Good.
Good job, Ethan.
Joey! Joey!
It hurts a little bit more to knock that down on a cold day.
Hey, be ready here on this side.
No changes to your defense. We got Erdman in left, Dahlberg in center, Franzen in right, Burrell at third, Deerdorf at short, and E-Money, Ethan Danielson right there. You saw him with the knockdown
Nice pitch.
at second. Hibbing at first, Bancroft on the mound, and
Hey, let's get
Jace
right after it,
Greenlee,
dude. Let's go.
your new catcher today.
Good pitch.
Way to go, great in!
Hey,
Bancroft
athlete back there,
rolling.
keep it in front of you. Let's go.
Still got Ray Moore on the bench here, along with Ian Nelson. All three coaches present today. As you see Bancroft
Hey,
take
go
a little
get
bit
him,
of
Brady. Right at him. Let's go.
steam off of that one to see, experiment a little bit. Up 2 strikes, no ball. So now we got 2 strikes, 1 ball. Still 1 out.
Everybody moving.
Bottom of the third. That one's in the dirt, 2-2.
This isn't getting ready. We've done all of our weight goes into our heels. Walk, walk, walk. Follow your feet. Every single pitch. Every pitch. Moving forward. There you go. Good. That way. Cover.
Another strike from Bancroft.
You have to start in the outfield grass during the outfield grass. Get your feet moving.
There's a chopper to Deerdorf. Nice scoop from Deerdorf. He'll give Hibbing a challenging scoop. Hibbing can't quite scoop it. Great back up from Greenlee, sprinting all the way down there to first base to back him up. So we got 1 out. That was supposedly a ball.
Blue ball and strike. Okay, thank you.
Supposedly a ball. Oh, runner goes. Greenlee will try to throw him out. I'll tell you, this is the best second base umpire I've ever seen in my life. And now we've got a switch, Hibbing to short, Deerdorf to first, as Deerdorf complaining about his arm.
Here you go. Step in the dive. Step in the dive. You're too close to the base. Yep, come on.
Ball outside, gets away from Greenlee. Runner does not advance. Much to the third base coach's lament.
Assertive secondary. Assertive secondary. You're good. Clear. Come on. Get towards me. Good.
There's a strike from Bancroft. Grayton just pitching great. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out.
You're fine.
Bottom of 3. Ball high, walks him. So now we got runners at first and second. 1 out.
Third and first. If you got time, get the lead.
Get your lead.
Pitch.
Look good, great in. You're doing good, buddy.
You're good. You're fine. You're fine. Shortstop's coming. You're fine. Clear. Get a step. Get a step. Get a step. Pitch.
There's a strike from Bancroft. So again, we got Deerdorf at first, Danielson at second, Hibbing at short, Burrell at third, as Landon Dahlberg in center field doing high knees, just trying to stay warm. Joey Franzen in right, Dexter Erdman in left, standing right where he hit the ball to last time. You'll get to see Dexter Erdman here in the top of the 4th,
Yep, come on.
as the big boy here gets his second stolen base of the trip.
Hey, Jake, don't run him out.
55 minutes into the game.
Colton, you might have to back up the fastball too here.
There's a strike from Bancroft right down the middle.
I haven't talked to Eli about it yet, so you're going to have to back up the fastball too, all right? Thank you.
And Bancroft with yet another strikeout. So far, one of the storylines of this game, the Pine Tar Academy baseball team from Minnesota, if we are to get out of this inning right here, they will have stranded 8 base runners. Meanwhile, the Storm has only stranded 1. That one's right down the middle. Great job, Graydon! Good word of encouragement from the first base coach, yelling, "Nobody better, nobody better." Bancroft just on cruise control.
Gotta put a tag on him, you gotta go to first here.
Second strike. Can Ames get out of the inning?
Everybody move in.
And they do! Bancroft on fire. Scoreless third. And Ames still very much in the game.
So listen up. Joey, we're going to pitch next inning, okay? So get your arm warm now, right? Guys, these guys are hittable, right? I think we're still asleep at the wheel. Let's go out and put some guns up, okay? Let's get in. I know it's chilly out here. It's just as cold for them. Let's have some fun, right? Stay right here. Storm on 3. 1, 2, 3, Storm!
Hey, let's get the bats going. Landon, Eli, Dexter.
Hey, Landon's been tough!
Okay, we just got a new viewer, so we'll give a game recap here.
Yeah! You got it, buddy.
We are 1 hour into the game, and it's the top of the 4th. Ames down 4-0. This is our 11th and final batter in the lineup. This might be the only time all year that we will fail to get through the lineup in the first 3 innings. Otherwise stated, this may be the only time you'll ever see our final batter make his first plate appearance in the 4th inning. Ames has not been able to get the bats going, definitely affected a little bit by the cold. 10 up, and only Dexter Erdman has reached base. But still, the story thus far is that the Blue Pine Tar Academy team from Minnesota has left 8 of their base runners on base.
Oh.
the maximum number of runners you could strand through 3 innings is 9. And Pine Tar Academy has stranded 8, so Ames is still in it. There's been some timely strikeouts from Bancroft and Deerdorf, especially Bancroft, really pitching well today. It is Graydon Bancroft, but here we go, top of the lineup, Eli Deerdorf up to bat. He's got a couple strikes on him here. Deerdorf popped up to first base last time up. Highest hit ball of the day, that's for sure. Took about 3 minutes to come down. Ball outside. Does also appear Ames is swinging the bat more aggressive than is this other team, so that could be part of the issue here too. Let's see if Deerdorf can get us going here in the top of the 4th. Takes one outside. Great to get Deerdorf on. Dexter Erdman on deck. And Deerdorf sends one sky high again. That'll get past the center fielder. Deerdorf will dig for second, and he's in. So there we go. We're off and rolling.
Way to go, Eli!
Here's Dexter Erdman, team leader and on base percent.
Go, Dex!
Nobody's gotten on base more than Dexter so far this year. Let's see if he can keep it rolling. 1 for 1 on the day with a double. Pickoff move. Highly rare. It's kind of funny, Deerdorf is as fast as they come, but you won't see him win the stolen bases title by a mile, ever, because of the fact he's so fast. He can make singles doubles and make doubles triples, and that reduces the number of bases he can steal. Nevertheless, he was trying to go for third there, and Erdman trying to help Deerdorf step count. Sends him back. We'll do it over again. Another pickoff attempt. Pine Tar Academy out of Minnesota, very nervous about Mr. Deerdorf on first base, as on second base, as they should be.
You go, Diggy.
Yeah, if the batter swings, it doesn't matter if he gets hit. It's the age-old bummer. So what they're talking about right here is that the home plate umpire was going to award first base to Erdman because it hit him. The second base umpire correctly identified that if you swing, it still counts as a strike even if it hits you. And then the coach from the other team identified that the runner from second needed to go back to second because when the ball hits the batter, it's dead and you can't steal. So they got it all sorted out. I think now we got 1 ball and 2 strikes. Deerdorf does finally get his stolen base. And Erdman sends one right to the center fielder, but that should be good for an RBI, and it is. That'll score Deerdorf from third base. In professional baseball, that does not count as a failure on Erdman's part because of the RBI. It's such an intentional thing to try to do, to hit somebody in. That doesn't count as a failure, but nevertheless, Ames finally on the board. And there will be a pitching change as the Giant from first base come in. We'll take a break. So it's kind of funny. When I film our defense from down there around third base, I get to listen in on the opposing coach. And again, this team's from Minnesota. Heard the opposing coach at one point there. He was talking about getting his base runners to the secondary. Again, if you divide your base path up into 3 sections, you should be able to. Let's go, Colton! You should be able to get to that second chunk of the base path. Anyway, the third base coach there, he goes, "You gotta get to the secondary, don't you know?" Classic Minnesota accent, ending it with, "Don't you know?" So here we go, top of the 4th, 68 minutes into the game. Ames down 4-1. This is your 2023 batting average leader, Colton Hibbing, up to bat. Colton hit .575 last year and started off the last weekend with a .600 performance, which was good for third on the team. Takes one there low, out of the gate. Always tough coming in on a new pitcher. That one will foul up. Good job by the mom there. Blocking her own face on that foul ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Ball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Finn Burrell on deck. Of course, Finn had the home run over the fence last week. And the current center fielder playing very shallow. That ball is going to be upstairs. So 3 ball, 1 strike. A lot of talk here. These Saturday games are so weird. You know, you don't have to win necessarily. You want to win at least 1 if you want to get yourself in the gold bracket. There's one outside, and here's Colton's favorite thing to do, full counts. That'll be a ball. So Colton Hibbing, your third base runner of the day, as he draws a walk, probably a big walk in that that's going to get Finn Burrell a chance to move him around. Hibbing, oh, nice job by Hibbing there, draws the balk. Good job, Colton! Yep. So the flinch from Hibbing made the pitcher a little nervous, and pitcher essentially fake pitched, which is illegal. Called a balk. So Hibbing on second, very much so in scoring position, a huge lead as Burrell takes one inside. Hibbing should be able to steal third here. The problem is at this level, I don't know if you even want to try and score. Hibbing signals from second what the count is that the pitcher is calling for. So Hibbing will get the stolen base to third. Burrell still looking for something to hit here. Be interesting if Dahlberg wants to send Hibbing from third. Again, you got 2 outs and your RBI leader, Finn Burrell. Finn bat 11 batters in last week, which is just crazy. He hit 727, got on base 786, 1 home run, 1 triple, and 11 RBIs last weekend. That one should go foul. It does. Barely. You can see the power there. There's a new technology, a new statistic out there called exit velocity. And it takes a pretty fancy machine to be able to read it. We're talking like a $20,000 machine, but a lot of these boys work out at the Hit Hut in Boone, which has exit velocity tracking, and Finn. It really is a cool statistic in that you can determine how hard the ball is being hit. And Finn and Bancroft, Finn Burrell, Graydon Bancroft, they're the only two that can hit the ball so hard that it exits at 80 miles an hour. So there we go. Burrell smokes one way past the left fielder, and Burrell will get his 12th RBI of the season. Scoring Hibbing from third. Great extension there from Burrell. I don't think that was quite 80-mile-an-hour exit velo, as they call it. But boy, oh boy, just to show these boys it can be done. That was the magic of that hit there for Burrell. So that'll bring up Graydon Bancroft in the 5 spot. Bancroft hits it as hard as Burrell. Doesn't quite connect as often. Boy, the foul balls today are just like heat sensors for people. Thank you for our 10th viewer joining on here. And Bancroft, true to form, hits that one hard. Maybe his bat just sounds hard when he hits it. I don't know. So thank you for the 10th viewer. Ames is, we're in the top of the 4th here. 74 minutes into the game, and unfortunately Bancroft down on strikes. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Down 4-2. You know, it seems like Ames is just getting smoked. Stranded 8 runners. It seems like Ames should be down by an eternity, but what's happened is that Ames has managed to strand 8 runners while we've only stranded 2. So go to the bottom of the 4, you're going to see Joey Franzen here, and we'll take a break. Okay, so we're in the bottom of the fourth here. Ames is somehow only down 4-2. Ames has only stranded 2 base runners, whereas Pine Tar Academy from Minnesota has stranded 8 of the maximum 9 they could have possibly stranded. So we have our third pitcher. This is Joey Franzen, wearing my lucky number 3. And Franzen will garner the foul ball pop-up. Good job, Joey! So I love the call from Dahlberg here. On Saturday, you know, you're trying to save the arms of your, most consistent, experienced pitchers like Ian Nelson. But at the same time, if you don't win a game, you're not going to get in the top bracket. You're not going to play the best competition. So you want to get at least one win. And Franzen last year was Ames' second best pitcher. So I love the call, to put a little competitiveness in here. You start off with some of your less experienced pitchers, and if they don't have a great day and you lose by 20, well, it's not the end of the world. That's going to be trouble. In fact, it's going to drop. And actually, that was a bummer. That ball had a lot of top spin, landed in front of Ray Moore. Landed in front of Ray Moore, and a lot of top spin there. Dribbled past him, allowed the runner to get to second. So again, we're in the bottom of the fourth. Ames, for the third time in 3 pool play games, is the visiting team. I don't know how that keeps happening, but we're the visitors. So bottom of 4, 4-2. Just hit the 80-minute mark. Nice stop by Greenlee. We're gonna have a play at third here, and
Hey, Jace.
That would have been close if Burrell could have squeezed it.
Good work.
Not quite able to squeeze it. Let's make sure our defense is the same here. You have Ray. We want some more. Ray Moore in left. Landon Dahlberg still in center. Ian Nelson in right. Finn Burrell at third. Hibbing at short. Danielson at second. Elijah Deerdorf at first. Joey Franzen on the mound. And Jace Greenlee at catcher.
Know what you're looking for, Henry.
Beautiful pitch from Franzen. So on the bench right now, you got Dexter Erdman, and then Graydon Bancroft is out somewhere, as my track coach used to say, frolicking. Pickoff attempt. Look good. Saturday, April 20. Strike 2 from Franzen. Beauty there. Don't ask me how I know this, but April 20 was Adolf Hitler's birthday. There's your random history fact of the day. So Franzen with the walk of number 19, and here's the batter with the pencil for a bat. Number 6. Runners on the corner. You know what that means. That means the guy on first base is getting a steal. There's a beautiful pitch from Franzen. So Coach Greenlee, the new addition to the team this year, just does a great job coaching the backups. And there's going to be a foul ball. They were saying something in one of those huddles a bit ago. You know, guys, it's cold. You need to be moving around to stay warm. And best way to stay warm is to be backing everybody up. Makes perfect sense. Payoff pitch for Franzen.
Good shot. Good swing.
Guy with the pencil bat fouls it off. Telling you, I've never seen more foul balls like heat-seeking missiles landing right where people are standing. Thank you to the 10 of you who are tuning in. There's a big shot to Danielson. Danielson fields it cleanly. Deerdorf runs it in. So, like sacrificing your pawn, a runner from third scores, but the batter is down. So, 2 outs, bottom of 4. Ames now down 5-2. And that is going to be cleanly fielded by Deerdorf. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Pine Tar Academy does strand at least 1 runner. Their total's up to 9 runners stranded now. 5-2 the count.
I love the enthusiasm. Everybody running down fly balls and stuff, but hey, if you're an infielder, you gotta go make a fly ball. If you know you're not gonna get it, you gotta clean back and go cover the base, right? Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thirsty. You know what I'm thirsty for? Whole bunch of runs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Runs!
Ethan, Ian, Chase. Good pitching, Joe. Nice job.
What's up, man? Great pitching, dude. Okay, so top of 5 here. Ames down 5-2.
You got this, Ethan.
This is Ethan Danielson, the number 6 batter in the lineup. We just got another viewer here, so we'll do a quick recap as Danielson punches one right in the gap, and he'll reach base. So we're in the top of 5, 88 minutes into the game, probably the last inning. I'd say 80% chance this will be our last inning, as it's only a 100-minute game. Ames is down 5-2. Batter 6, 7, 8 in the lineup coming up, and the batter 6, Ethan Danielson, just reached on a hit through second and third as Ian Nelson, the all-world pitcher, takes a strike. Danielson, plenty of speed to get to second if he should try. Unfortunately, though, Nelson will bloop out to first, and we got one away. So now comes the left-handed Valley of Despair. This poor pitcher on the mound, even though he's taller than me, we'll see back-to-back-to-back left-handed batters. Chase Greenlee the first as Ethan Danielson goes. We're going to have a play at second here. That's about as close as you'll ever see it. Danielson in successfully, though, with the stolen base. Gets him in what's called scoring position. So this is Jace Greenlee. Again, we've had some new viewers here, so to bring you up to speed, Jace is very, very, very young for being in the class of 2029. And as such, he wants to play with the boys he'll graduate high school with. However, he also qualifies to play with the division that is younger. And so you won't see him full-time, as he will sometimes play with that team, etc. But we get to have him today. He's done a great job at catcher, of course. His dad, wrestling director in the Ames community. Very involved family. His grandpa was a referee of my games back in the 90s. So Greenlee draws his second straight walk. Greenlee lifetime batting average on Storm is 0 for 0. On base percentage 1,000. So this team rotates pitchers like Taylor Swift rotates boyfriends. We're about to see the fourth. And we'll take a break. Okay, so back to action here. Batter 2 in the left-handed Valley of Despair. This is Joey Franzen. Joey represents the tying run in the top of the 5th. Ames down 5-2 to the Pine Tar Academy out of Minnesota. Seven minutes to go in the game. Ames will need to score their runs now. Franzen does see one right down the middle. Swings and misses. So top of 5, down 5-2. Danielson on second, Greenlee on first. Franzen takes the second strike as the pitcher here for the other team warming up. One out. That being a blooper from Ian Nelson. Franzen strikes out looking, which will bring up Ray Moore. So again, 6 minutes to go here in the game. Ray. Second base ump is just awesome. Best second base umpire I've ever seen. Danielson almost gets caught sleeping there at second base, but gets back in time. There's a ball high to Ray Moore. Boy, if he could just put one over the fence, we'd be tied. Ames will play in 2 hours, give or take 20 minutes. Thank you to the 11 of you who have tuned in. Just keep that phone on and charged and look for the, notice of when we go live. So Ray Moore pops out. And I think they're just going to call the game. They're going to call the game. So we'll see you in a couple hours for the nightcap. Thanks for the 11 of you that tuned in.